anybody here that has a scroll of banishment. If no one has it, we could potentially go ahead and send a message off to Quill and see if what it would cost for him to make one up for us. Because I'm pretty sure he's going to have access to that. Because he just seems like the type that would probably have banishment on hand. Living in an extra dimensional space. It's the proverbial get out of my house card. I mean, no one's native to that plane, Delayed. Tell me I'm wrong.
You
But
are
don't most people
not
who
wrong.
own a demi-plane also have the ability to kick people out innately?
Depends.
It depends.
Yeah, okay, I guess.
If they created the extra dimensional space, yes. If they have inhabited it,
Yeah.
i.e., like Lops's shop, he found that technically he did not create it.
Fair enough.
So while
If
he
you
is
trick-
technically the owner, he is not the metaphysical creator of it.
The hilarious thing is, you get yourself a portable hole, you get any, on the prime material plane, you throw the portable hole down, you get any enemy, doesn't matter what plane they're from, any enemy to chase you into that portable hole, then pop banishment on them, they're gone. Because the portable hole is an extra dimensional pocket. So technically it's not the prime material plane. So on the material plane, it's the only way you can banish, say, a kobold or
Well,
goblin.
here's the thing. I was going to say, banishment does work on creatures from their home plane, just temporarily. They get sent to a non-dangerous extra-dimensional area for 1 hour before they return back to the spot that they were banished from.
Oh yeah, I suppose that does work. But what if it is some? Okay. Question delayed. Has any wizard ever thought of creating like a dimensional anchor that whenever something gets banished,
up to 1 minute for banishment.
yeah, a dimensional anchor that literally exists to catch things that got banished from that plane back to that plane. So literally, kind of like a return flight airport station.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be interesting. Oh shit, Jerry, you got banished again? Yeah, it sucks. But I mean, I gotta go back. I can see a wizard making bank off that.
It's okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
So check with Emerald first. Then we'll go and hit up Quill. Any other ideas?
Nothing from Pyrite or Levy.
No, my only one was just to chat with a fire elemental, but it's hard if they're slugging each other.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe the fire elemental is incredibly cordial and gentlemanly. Maybe once.
That'd be boring.
Yeah. So head over to Azzy and Emerald's place and knock lightly on the door.
After
Knock
a
heavily on the door.
After a moment, Emerald comes and opens up the door.
We know who the stranger is.
Oh,
You want us to tell you out on the street, or should we come in?
you can come in.
We can go ahead and settle in. So, him and his family are the keepers of the storm.
Okay, caretakers for one. Keepers implies that they keep him, they keep it, and wield it, direct it.
Pepper
They're
shrugs
caretakers of the
words.
storm.
And regardless, they can commune with it, and
You usually get on my ass for this. You don't fucking regardless me.
they can commune.
My job and your kidneys are forfeit.
Do you want to go ahead and ask Emerald what we need to go and ask, or shall I continue? Okay, then.
We're just smiling on the side. I'm enjoying this.
Emerald is like letting out a bit of a laugh.
Fucking.
They
So,
bicker
long
like
story
a mated
short,
couple.
if we can go ahead and get them a scroll of banishment or something to go ahead and get the fire elemental gone from the desert, it will calm the storm down. They can go ahead and commune with it and get it to back off. It will basically, since it's not technically any of your all's fault this happened, it's just a way to go ahead and say, yeah, we're on good terms with the people that can commune with the big fucking ancient storm that goes through the desert. It's a good, friend to have. Considering.
Very quid. Well, we can make it go the other direction.
So, but I mean, if you don't have anybody that has the capability of securing a scroll of banishment, we might be able to work something through another contact.
We might have something from one of our raids, but I can make zero guarantee. There are very few people here who are, we'll say, magically inclined. Mostly because most magically inclined people don't tend towards piracy, usually. We do have a few, but
I think
I mean, you can-
our contact was probably going to be better odds of getting what we need, but probably should see how much it costs, because that's the thing. He's funny about his time. He either has a lot of it or a little of it, depends on how busy he is.
It depends on how many things you broke into space.
I mean, if you want to take a look through where we keep most of the paper stuff that we keep, I can show you where that storehouse is.
Might as
It's
well
a little
check
bit
it
of ways-
before we
it's-
pester him.
A little bit of ways, semi isolated from the rest of the town in case, something happens and it lights on fire. We don't want it burning down half of the oasis.
Well, a lot of parchment in one spot, an open flame is all it takes.
I get it. No fire magic.
I was thinking just a simple lamp would be dangerous
Oh.
there, Pepper. I was
I
not.
I thought this was the whole thing about
I'm
Scoville and the alcohol.
I'm the
again.
gently massage your shoulder. No. I wasn't calling you out. It's okay.
I
Honestly,
prepped-
one of the
I prepped ice
honestly,
for that.
there's a continual flame is safe though.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Yeah, but again, pirates, there are not a lot of casters there, so they may not have a lot of uses of continual flame. More
Yeah.
likely that in a desert, they're probably using oil lamps, because oil, desert, it's going to be a common resource. Well, not common, but prevalent in that topography. Wait, no. I'm thinking about this wrong. Everything is a floating island in the sky. There may not
Yeah.
be oil.
Yeah, oil would be probably a rarity.
Yeah.
If things are floating.
Yeah, no, because there's no deep underground deposits of, plankton that is basically congealed into oil.
But you got plenty of animal fat, probably.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
Yep.
That's another source.
I was gonna say, oh yeah, pretty much all of like what would be considered like lantern oil or anything like that is derivative of things like animal fat or other ways that you can get flammable liquids.
My God, how have we gone into the resource allocation of flying islands in D&D? That's
I mean, in fairness,
Because
there's
it
also
kind
a
of
magic.
matters a little
I was
bit.
gonna say there's also a magical stone that, whenever it's used in a specific manner, can be used as a light source.
Yeah, it could be also used as a whole lot more than a light source.
Explosives.
Yeah. Oh, here,
Campfire
hold
beam.
this fuselite lantern very carefully.
I mean, they're usually constructed in such a way that there is so as to minimize the risk of an explosion unless you fucking chuck it yourself.
I'm just saying, Fuselight lantern grenades probably have been used multiple times. It would not surprise me. Guardian of the Sand.
Granted, Fuselight after a while does oxidize and it makes it not explosive but still emit light.
Huh. So there's
Anyways,
this vendor out there that just picks up junk Fuselight that's over oxidized so it can't be used for explosives anymore, and he's just like, I'll take that off of you for a nickel, and then just starts using it to make lanterns.
buys it for a piece of electrum.
Yeah, buys it for like, as cheap as possible just to go and make cheap ass lanterns. All right. Oh no. No.
So anyways,
I see that, Lucy.
Emerald, before she leaves, she goes ahead and says, "Oh, and do you want to see Azzy? He's conscious."
If you think
Hey,
he
yeah.
Air
how's he
quotes
doing?
around that.
He's not loopy or anything. He's awake.
in pain,
Sorry, my first thought when she said he's conscious was he tried to get out of bed and I had to knock his ass out again.
they have a loving relationship, clearly. When your wife
sure.
is also your primary caregiver.
I mean, in fairness, he heard that there was a mysterious old man who walked into town from the desert.
Yep. I will.
I had to remind him that he's still on
medical leave.
Correct.
Okie dokie. Well, let's get up there and bonk him on the head then.
Let's
We'll
go.
let,
Let's
we'll,
go,
we'll,
Bug.
we'll let him know that the situation is we're taking care of it. He doesn't need to worry. Reassure him so he doesn't make the mistake of trying to get out of bed again. Now I'll give Emerald a wink and we'll go check on Azzy.
Well, we still deserve to hit him on the head a bit because he still blew himself up on the ship.
Let's not make.
Not give him a concussion.
Yeah.
Not today.
Not a concussion. What do you think? I was
Well,
gonna hit him with my stick? No.
Go ahead and knock on the door.
You hear Azzy from the other side say, "Yeah, I'm awake. Come in."
Oh wait, shit! He heard all that.
Open the door. Ah, Pepper, it's okay. It's all right.
Fine. He gets off bonk free today.
So I heard you're still on bed rest.
Well, Emerald monitors to make sure that there's no abnormalities in the regrowth of what was damaged.
Well, I mean, you did kind of just blow up, mate. So, I mean,
It's not the first time, definitely the most severe, but it's not the first time.
it was a booby trap rigged to take you out of the equation by a professional assassin. You fucking blew up.
I lived, though.
Survived on 1 HP. 1 more HP than he needed.
Dude. For someone that is also, kind of in a relationship with a very powerful woman, if you want to keep living, don't upset her.
You don't know what their relationship dynamic is. Maybe he's into that. I don't know.
Well, I can't deny that
Regardless.
he definitely helped us, but still, you need to be more careful with your own life.
Yeah,
That was a really reckless thing to do.
there's no way you could have known. But if you could tell,
I mean, also to give to Azzy's credit, he's done it before without blowing up.
but now he knows that there's at least one organization that is on to his trick. So, if
Looks
Monarch
like
is
We'll
involved,
be,
you got to be
probably
careful.
have to flag their ships. Make sure that the crew knows that if we spot them, First of all, we probably have to send out ships after them instead of, me if they start getting close.
Well,
Bombardment.
here's the thing. There's more than one way to handle Monarch.
I thought you were gonna go with the analogy. There's more than one way to skin a
One
sheep.
way to
I
skin-
I was thinking that, but I was like, no, Monarch is.
There's
literally-
there's more than one way to skin a monarch.
Yeah. And we've had an ongoing mad scheme about literally trying to steal an engine out of one of their ships. So.
That's
That'll
Varadine.
happen,
Pyrite says.
Oh yeah, that's Varadine. Yeah. Well, I mean, we could practice on Monarch.
They're gonna let us get as if they need ships.
Anyways, that's beside the point. As far as current issues, as we've already told Emerald, we know the guests that's in town, purpose of being here. He belongs to a family that cares for the elemental that is native to the desert, and is here trying to figure out why it is so agitated. Because normally they can communicate with it. And right now, the elemental that glassed the quarry is the problem. So we're gonna go ahead and check your guys' paper storage, see if we can find any useful scrolls. I'm hoping for something like a scroll of banishment to send the fire elemental packing, so the sand elemental can calm down. The gentleman said that if we were able to supply a scroll, he would pass it on to those in his family and they'd get it taken care of. It's kind of, they do know we were not responsible. The residents of this town were not responsible for that elemental coming into existence. It was a nasty trap that an assassin set up, which is true. But that as good neighbors, we're still willing to help out because
Farm is
Stay-
dead.
My brain went there too. Damn it. Sorry.
plus being on good relations to the people that can literally talk to the sand elemental that lives in your backyard, I figured you probably want that kind of relationship where having an open dialogue with them would be helpful to you. Because if, Monarch ever came back, you could go ahead and maybe pass a word on to them that's, hey, those people that caused that fire elemental to pop up in the desert, they're coming by for a visit. Does the sand elemental want to send them packing before their ships touch ground?
Yeah, as it just kind of like sitting there, like he seems to be thinking, and he's just like, huh. It's
That's what I do, is I try to find people that can help each other and hook them up to help each other.
So it would seem. I mean, yeah, take a look through our stores. If you find what you need, cool.
I have another contact in case you guys don't have it. It's just that if I have to reach out to that contact, there's going to be a cost to get that scroll made up, and I don't know what that's going to look like until after I ask, because that's the nature of that relationship.
I mean, I can try to foot the cost.
Well, let's see what we can find that you already have first and go from there. But your only focus is getting better, you big galoot. And
Yeah, I don't need another individual telling me that.
We'll go ahead and keep your lady informed, and she can past what she feels will not get you out of bed on. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw how he handled the ruins. Deal with this elemental and appeasing the spirit and getting it gone or something. We should be able to do it.
Yeah, you've seen what we did. You saw what we did at the ruins, especially at the end.
We got the fuck gone, is what we did.
We got gone. You blew up. An elemental blew up the ruin.
Him.
It pulls out wrench. Pulls out wrench. I guess we're gonna fix the problem that the same. We're gonna fix the problem the same way we caused it. Blows up the elemental.
Nope. Okay, let's save blowing up a fire elemental for maybe plan Z, okay? Let's get through A and B first. A, find a scroll to get it gone. B, potentially talk it down.
Yeah, I particularly like
Blow it up.
I particularly like elementals of the fire affinity, so I'd rather not blow it up.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
C. Okay, so then instead of C being blow it up, C is try to, I don't know, bind it to pepper or something. I don't fucking know.
See, that's the thing. If we can't find a scroll of banishment, or there's like no way to get a hold of the scroll of banishment, letting Pepper go with us out there and giving her a chance to talk it down could end up with her becoming branded by it. I don't know how branding really works, other than, usually there's a ritual involved. But
Pyrite just kind of shrugs, just like usually there is. This is the first I've heard of an elemental being able to brand individuals specifically.
I mean, this, as far as I can tell, branding is a way for an elemental to gain permanence in a plane, as far as I know, of some nature. Basically, the brands are an anchor point for the elemental, right? That's how it works.
Yeah, generally speaking,
so
sort of.
The fire elemental here doesn't have an anchor, so it's mad, it's angry. It
had one.
Its only anchor was destroyed. That magic item, I'm assuming. But I mean, can you imagine? What if I bet the elemental was powering that fucking staff this whole time. So this dude was just like chilling at home, got ripped from his dimension, shoved into an item, trapped there for God knows how long, and then the wielder of the item dies, loosening his chains, breaking free. So this dude has been imprisoned against his will for who knows how long, and his first breath of freedom, he's in a place that he's not familiar with, and here comes this other big elemental up in his grill. What?
I think you're reading too much into this.
That's what I do.
No, you do that with contracts. Yeah.
All right.
You're gonna wear yourself into gray furs early, for sure. I think your tail's already turning gray.
No, not again.
Again?
Hey, it's been too gone from the Feywild.
Have you been dyeing it?
No comment.
Getting the graying sickness from not being near the Feywild long enough.
No. That's another Feywild story for another time. Yeah. So you rest up. We'll check and see what we can find out, and we'll go ahead and keep Emerald in the loop for you. Let you know how it turns out before we leave town.
You do that.
Oh, we passed the key.
Yep.
To Lops's...
Emerald handed it over to me. He kind of gestures to the little table next to his bed there.
You know the deal. Keep it secret, keep it safe.
Yep.
Here I thought he opened like he stuck it in a drawer. Like the drawer just happens to have like a lock big enough for a key. Puts it in the drawer, opens the drawer, fucking sticks his head in. Hey, Lops.
Oh yeah, yeah. One of the doors just has one of those view screens slide open. So every time he opens the door, it opens the slide on the view screen of the door. It's like, hey, Lops, how's it going?
Exactly.
Just his head there. Hey, how you doing?
Are
Hi,
you
how
sure
are
about
you?
that?
You get that
head
thing I
sticking
sent
out
you?
the side of a wall. God damn it.
Just hi, how are you?
Are you sure about that?
Oh, good God.
Anyways, yeah, I know the deal. I'll
Mm.
likely only use it while I'm in here or in one of our storehouses.
Fucking Christ.
Anyways, you guys, Emerald, I think, said that she would take you, right?
Yep.
I'm sure she did.
Anything we can get
Given-
you while you're resting?
Not that Emerald hasn't already gotten for me.
All right.
Okay, well, I'm not going to give you a bonk, but take one of our candies then. Everyone's getting a candy today. Everyone's getting rock
I
candy
made
treats.
half a dozen, so that's 6. So she had one. She handed one off to the guy at the bar. Now she's giving one to Azzy, so she's got 3 left. Be careful with that. It's kind of spicy.
Good to know.
And that's the last thing I say as we go head out.
Right.
I have to tell him I
absolutely-
couldn't bonk him. It was the one way to make him suffer a little bit.
Why must he suffer? He's already suffering.
Well, no, he's gotten through the
Stop.
suffering. Now he's an idiot. Now he's an idiot who almost got himself killed. So we have to give him a bonk on the head somehow.
Okay.
Stop,
then.
my way.
Stop, he's already dead. Away.
No, you went through a
I'm just
lot of
gl-
effort to
I'm
make
glad
sure he
he's
didn't
alive.
die.
Yes, I'm glad.
Watch, we
But
find
I'm
out
also
all
happy.
supercharged are like allergic to cayenne.
Oh, no. I'm just
Those
huffy.
fucking
We just became
catatonic.
friends with him, and then he almost took his own life away. It was very huff.
Huff.
And I don't know.
Hydration.
Delayed.
Hit
Your life
everybody with the
better,
hydrate.
free.
Delayed.
Oh.
Delayed.
I hit everybody with the hydrate.
The thing is, I just finished my drink not but a moment
Lamau.
ago. How dare you, sir? All right.
Lamau, my timing is
Fucking-
impeccable.
Fucking
So
God.
why don't we get a
No.
small little bathroom break and everyone refill drinks if they need
All
to?
right. I'll be right
Fine.
back.
Be right back to the bathroom.
Goddamn.
Yep.
Okay. I see a Lucy. Excuse me. You weren't playing a twister.
Hoopla.
Blah.
Hoopla.
Blah.
Go up to the big elemental and be like, hey, behave.
Squirts it with water. Behave. Squirts it
Hey,
with the light.
hey, bad, behave, hiss.
Oh. What did
What
I come
is
back
that
to?
your,
I
like-
hear gremlin energy.
we walk up to the fire elemental and we go, hey, behave, and just start squirting it with a water ball and hissing at it.
Treating it like a cat? I mean, I don't know
Also-
what kind of fire elemental it is. Maybe it's just a big kitty cat. I've seen Stranger.
You know.
Also, I just want to say, this is quite literally, anytime that Reen doesn't want to go somewhere, this is quite literally what's happening.
Just getting
Pepper's riding
dragged.
on your shoulders.
Well, I mean,
I'm
you
kidding.
know,
Pull along.
I just imagine there's going to be that time where we need to go and fight someone and you're just not having it. And I can go ahead and just say, so this dude that we have to go fight, I think he's got a contract out on you.
Oh no!
One,
I was gonna say,
One, I would be the type of person to know that kind of information. Two, I know how Reen would react to someone else coming after her life, and that is with feral aggressive energy.
Kill the old people, done and done. No!
Tell me I'm
that's how you
wrong.
burn down. I'm sorry. That's not how you get me to deal with one person. That's how you get me to burn down a city because I'm like, no witnesses. Nobody can